Welcome to EasyEuge, the channel to help you to learn maths super easy, super fast. And in this video, we're going to be learning about subtraction. So I'm going to bring you through some examples to cover all the basics of subtraction and especially to show you how to do borrowing. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click like on this video. And make sure that you watch all the way through to the end for question of the day. Single digit subtraction. Okay, so the question here is 7 take away 5 or 7 subtract 5, and it's also known as 7 minus 5. So this little symbol here has a lot of different names. So let's write that down. Let's write down the number 7. Okay, there's the 7. And we will write down this new symbol. It's really a straight line, but this is the symbol for subtract. And let's write down the number 5. Okay. And what we do next is we put down our equal symbol. And we write the answer over here on the right hand side. So we need to work out 7 subtract 5. So what is the answer? Now what we need to do is to be careful when we're subtracting that we always follow the question. When we were adding in an earlier video, you saw that we could mix up the numbers when we're adding. It doesn't matter about the order, but when we're doing subtraction, we have to keep the order exactly the way the question is written. Okay, so be careful of the order of the numbers. So if I have the number 7 and I'm going to subtract 5, what answer do I have? Okay, so really the answer is going to be smaller than 7 because we have 7 units, it could be 7 sweets, and we're taking away 5 of those. So the number is going to get smaller. So the answer is 2, and we'll write the answer over here on the right hand side. The next level is to do 2-digit subtraction. Now a 2-digit number is any number that has 2 digits in it. So 45 is a 2-digit number and 21 is a 2-digit number. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to write the numbers down in our boxes. We have some boxed paper and we have an answer line. So let's write down 45. That's the first number here. We've put the 4 in this box and the 5 in this box. And over here we will show the symbol for subtract because that tells us what we're doing with these two numbers. And let's write down the number 21. So here we have the units, again, are in this column, and the tens are in this column. So it's 45 subtract 21. Exactly the same as the question. But this time we've no equals. The equals has vanished. But we do have a lovely line that is the answer line. So we're going to put our answer below the answer line down here in this area. So what we do to do subtraction is we start with 5 and we take away 1. So 5 take away 1 is 4. There's your answer, and we're finished with this column. Now let's move to the left hand side. We just move over to the tens column. Let's do this one. We start at the top, 4, and we subtract 2. 4 subtract 2 is 2. And we write the answer below the line. There's nothing else to do, so we have now finished 2-digit subtraction. 45 subtract 21 is 24. The next level is to do 2-digit subtraction, but this time we're going to introduce an idea called borrowing. There's the word right there, borrowing. And let me show you how it works. The question is 45 subtract 29. Okay, let's write that down. 45. We put the 4 in this box and the 5 in this box. And then we show the subtract symbol. That tells us what we're doing with these numbers. And let's write down 29. There we go, we have our question written down. 45 subtract 29. And the answer goes down here. Okay, let's get started. 5 subtract 9. Whoa, I can't take 9 away from 5. There's not enough in 5 for me to take 9 away. So what am I going to do? This 5 doesn't have enough to take away 9. So this 5 needs to go to the neighbour or move over to the next column and borrow a number. So let's borrow 1 off this 4. So let's borrow 1 off this 4 to make this 5 a bigger number. So I'm going to put a line through that number 4 and take 1 away. So that 4 becomes a 3. And I'm going to take the 1 and put it over here. Okay, so I've just borrowed a 1 from that number 4. The 4 has gone down to 3 because I've taken 1 away. But I've put the 1 here. Now remember that this was the units column and this was the tens column. So when I take a 1 away from the 4, it's actually a 10. So that 1 that I brought over here turns 5 into 10 plus 5. It's 15 now. So that 5 is a 15. So let's continue. There's enough now in 15 to take away 9. So 15 subtract 9 is 6. There you go. So we are now finished with this column here, and we can move to this one. So when we're working out this column, it's not the number 4 anymore because we put a line through it. It's the number 3. So now it's 3 subtract 2 is 1. So the answer to our question of 45 take away 29 is 16. The next level is multi-digit subtraction. Wow, now our numbers are really getting bigger. This question is 342, and this time we're going to subtract 18. So how are we going to do something like this? First thing we do is let's start writing it down. Let's put the big number here, 342. That's the first number in the question, so it's the first number that we write down. And we're going to take away or subtract. So let's show that symbol. Subtract 18. Now where do we put this 18? Will I put the 1/8 here? Or will I put the 1/8 here? So remember that we have a column for units, a column for tens, and a column for hundreds. So an 8 is a unit, so it goes over here. And a 1 is a 10, so it goes here. So now that you've seen this written down like this, if you keep it nice and neat, everything will work out properly. So that's 342 subtract 18. Let's get started and let's use this borrowing technique again. Okay, 2 subtract 8. Whoa, here we go again. 2 does not have enough in it to take away 8. So what are we going to do? Let's go to the neighbour. Let's move over a column and we'll borrow 1 again. So remember from the last video, we will take 4, let's put a line through it and move that down to a 3. We're going to borrow a 1 off this 4. So the 4 becomes a 3. And we put the 1 over here in this column. And the 2 becomes 1, 2. It becomes a 12. Now let's carry on. 12 subtract 8. That's more like it. 12 subtract 8 is 4. There we go, that worked out well. Let's move to the next column. 3 subtract 1 is 2. Lovely. And then what do we do here? 3 take away a blank. A blank is the same as a 0. So 3 take away nothing, or 0, is 3. It doesn't actually change. So the answer to the question, 342 take away 18 is 324. The next level up is to do some more multi-digit subtraction with borrowing. So let's get straight into this one. 203 take away 39. Let's write that down. 203, and we're going to take away or subtract 39. Let's see how this one's going to go. Okay, we know how to do borrowing now, so let's get started. 3 subtract 9. Well, we know that that's not going to work because 3 does not have enough to take away 9. So let's go to the neighbour and we'll borrow 1. What? We can't borrow 1 off a 0. The 0 is a 0. It doesn't have anything. So what are we going to do? How am I going to make that 3 bigger to take away that number? So what you do here is we can take away 1 from a 0, but if we look at this number as the number 20, so if I draw a line through 20, and if I take away 1, that becomes 19. 20 take away 1 is 19, and I'm going to borrow the 1 and give it to the 3. Okay, now let's start by calculating in the units column. 13 subtract 9 is 4. There we go. That worked out well. And now that's not a 0 anymore, that's actually a 9. 9 subtract 3 is 6. There we go. And that's not a 2 anymore, that's a 1. 1 take away a blank, which is 0. 1 take away 0 is 1. Now the answer to 203 subtract 39 is 164. So this is the borrowing technique, but sometimes when you go to borrow 1 from your neighbour, there's nothing there. So you have to take the next number and take away 1 from the whole number 20 to bring it down to a 19. The next level is multi-digit subtraction with borrowing, but this number is getting really large. Let me show you how to do this. Let's write down the number 2003, 2003. And this time we're going to subtract. There's our symbol for subtract again. 39. Now remember to always be neat and tidy with your mathematics and neat and tidy with your numbers. Okay, let's get started. 3 subtract 9. Uh-oh. There's not enough in 3 to take away 9, so we need to go and borrow a number. So let's go to the neighbour. Oh gosh, that's a 0. Can we go to the next number? Oh gosh, that's a 0 again. So we need to go over here to get a number. But that's the number 200. Let's draw a line through 200 and reduce it down to 199. Because 200 take away 1 is 199. And the one that we borrowed we'll give to the 3. And this becomes 13. So let's carry on. 13 subtract 9 is 4. There we go. Let's move to the next column. 9 subtract 3 is 6. Okay. The next column, 9 subtract a blank is 0. 9 take away 0 is 9. And finally, 1 take away a blank is 1. So the answer to 2003 subtract 39 is 1964. So there's the trick. Hopefully it's nice and easy for you. So we can put a line through the big number 200, bring it down by 1 to 199, and give that 1 to the number 3 who needed it. Question of the day is 401 subtract 27. So I've written it down for you. 401 subtract 27. And I've put 3 question marks here to give you a tip that the answer is 3 digits. So good luck with this one. Let's give this a try. Work out the answer. Leave it in the comments because I'd love to know what you got. And we'll see you in the next video.